What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to another video. I'm Michigan Sports Talk here, and in this one we got a Michigan football report. Gonna be talking about what Jim Harbaugh, Jesse Minter, and Michigan coaches are saying ahead of their season opener against East Carolina, plus JJ McCarthy banking in a huge NIL deal. We also got some inside information on Michigan's fall camp, plus how some Michigan commits performed over the weekend. It's all gonna be in this video and more, so let's go ahead and get right into it. Alright, so I first want to start with what Jim Harbaugh and some Michigan coaches said in their pressers today. We'll first start with Jim Harbaugh, as first of all, he said that Kirk Campbell, Michigan's quarterbacks coach, will be the one calling the plays because Michigan did confirm that Sharon Moore will be absent for the first game against East Carolina with a one-game suspension. Harbaugh said that I'm very confident in Kirk's ability. He's been preparing. We talk about being dialed in for a game. He's getting as dialed in as well as anybody I've ever seen. Now, Jesse Minter will be the intern head coach for the first game against East Carolina. However, he did say that he will likely call the defensive plays as well. Now, running backs coach Mike Hart and safeties and special teams coach Jay Harbaugh will both be the interim head coach for two halves against UNLV, and then Sharon Moore will be the interim head coach for the game against Bowling Green. Harbaugh, speaking about that, he said, I know how good they all are. As I've said, all 10 coaches I believe are tremendous and talented, and I think it's what's best for our team. He said there's going to be a tremendous opportunity for each and one of them. He said, I think it's the best thing for our team. Now, he also made his dad, Jack Harbaugh, the assistant head coach for the first 3 games, and Harbaugh said that it was a no-brainer. He said he's one of the coaches in the building, probably the most that I go to. He said, my dad, that's my best friend. I do what he tells me to do, when he tells me to do it, how he tells me to do it. Things just keep working out well for me, so I'm just going to keep rolling with that. Now, Jim Harbaugh also wrote down his opinion on the state of college football and its issues right now, and he said that he wants to see a system of revenue sharing with the student athletes. He said, as a former player and a current coach mentoring many of these student athletes, what I want to do is be a voice for the student athletes. I want them to be treated with the respect and the dignity they deserve. He stated that what I don't understand is how the NCAA, television networks, conferences, universities, and coaches can continue to pull in millions and in some cases billions of dollars in revenue off the efforts of college student athletes across the country without providing enough opportunity to share in the ever-increasing revenues. So the current status is unacceptable and won't survive. And he said, we have to try to make it better in right now. So Jim Harbaugh shared his thoughts, and he wants to see a system of revenue sharing with the student athletes. Let me know in the comment section down below what you guys think about that. And then Jim Harbaugh also commented on his 3-game suspension, and he said, I've heard people comment it's a slap on the wrist, but he said it's more like a baseball bat to the kneecaps or to the shoulder for him. Harbaugh did say that I respect the decision. Basically said that it would just be hard for him to miss 3 games in a row. He said, as a college player, I had my arm broken, missed 6 games, I think it was. But he said, as a pro player, I don't think I ever missed 3 in a row. But obviously, Michigan players are all going to be hungry and going to be proving something for Coach Harbaugh, going out there playing for him. Blake Corum and other players obviously said that they would at Big Ten Media Days, and they all just said that it'll just bring more fire to the team, and it'll add more fuel to the fire. Now, Jesse Minter also sat down with the media and had a presser today, and he said there's a lot of resources in our building, talking about all the coaches and all the coaching experience that the coaching staff has. And he said the cool thing is that Harbaugh is here all week. Maybe the scenario is different if he's out of the building or if he's not around, and there are so many more things to keep your pulse on. But I said I certainly want to be a resource for our offense, for our special teams, and want to be able to manage the game in a way Coach Harbaugh would and make him proud. And he said I look forward to the challenge. He said I think we do a really good job already playing complementary football. He said, so really just trying to keep that rolling and being prepared to help them out and be ready to make the decisions when they come on game day. And I really just praised Coach Harbaugh. He said it's just a presence that he has, the confidence that he breeds into the players and into the coaches, and certainly Coach Jesse Minter will want to do that and be just like Jim Harbaugh for the first game against East Carolina. Should be exciting to see how he does. Minter said just being a guardian of victory, and that's really the responsibility that I feel. And I also said that it puts a little bit of a chip on our shoulder for Coach Harbaugh. We certainly want to play well for him and want to do well for him. So we're just 5 days away from seeing Jesse Minter hopefully lead Michigan to a demanding and dominant win over East Carolina on Saturday. So that's what some Michigan football coaches said to the media in their pressers today. And the next news I wanted to talk about is JJ McCarthy's NIL deal with Beats. JJ McCarthy was featured in a new advertising campaign for Beats by Dre as part of a name, image, and likeness deal. McCarthy is part of the inaugural 15-member Beats Elite class featuring college football players who are bringing elite energy all season long. Caleb Williams, Quinn Ewers, and former Michigan Wolverine quarterback Joe Millen are among the others in the group. So that is very, very cool right there. Now, JJ McCarthy has donated a lot of his NIL money to a bunch of funds and foundations, and he also bought and apparently gifted the entire Michigan football team headphones. Very, very cool there. JJ McCarthy, one of the most paid players right now from NIL in the country for college athletes. So, but the next thing I want to talk about is some inside information on Michigan's fall camp, as we are just 5 days away now. But according to the Michigan Insider and a source that told them, they said Mason Graham and Chris Jenkins are a problem. They said that Chris Jenkins is going to be a first-round pick. He's unbelievable. They also said that the defense probably got the best of the offense really, really bad on day 2 or 3, but that was the only time it hasn't been an equal practice out there. And they said that it's just been pretty equal between the defense and the offense. Obviously, iron sharpens iron. We've talked about that all off season. There's also been rumors about Drake Nugent, as he could be one of our best offensive linemen, if not the best offensive lineman we have, according to the Michigan Insider. And the source that told them there's one guy that can block Kenneth Grant right now, and that's Drake Nugent. He is just so strong and big. So that's some inside information there. Let me know what you guys think about that. And the last thing I'll talk about is how some Michigan commits in the 2024 class are playing right now. We obviously talked about some players' first games last week. Now we got more in their second games. Jaden Davis in the second game led Providence Day to a 47-7 win over Asheville, completing 16 of his 19 passes for 250 yards, 3 touchdowns, and again, 0 interceptions. He has been on a tear recently. Love to see it. And then Jordan Marshall had 4 carries, 102 yards, and 1 touchdown in a 57-0 win over Fort Wayne Bishop. Jeremiah Beasley picked up 5 tackles and a sack in a 35-28 win over River Rouge, and he also rushed for 77 yards and 2 touchdowns in the game. Amarion Stewart caught an 85-yard touchdown pass in a 52-12 win for his team, and Micah Kapana received 4 carries for 31 yards and a touchdown, and he also had 5 catches for 56 yards in a win for his high school team. Those are just some Michigan commits that performed pretty well in their second games of the season, first games of the season for a couple of those commits. But other than that, that is going to wrap up today's video. Hope you guys did enjoy. If you did, make sure you guys go ahead, drop a like, comment down below, and subscribe for more if you are new around here. I greatly appreciate it. But other than that, we will see you guys in the next video. Peace.